In this video, you're going to learn the exact structure for creating and recording YouTube video ads. So we're going to cover the exact structure. Like I said, I'm going to show you also some examples of YouTube ads. I'm going to tell you about the equipment that you need and also video editors. So after you've done the video, what you need to do basically to edit it. So the YouTube ad structure, essentially, is going to be a cheat sheet down below, this module that you can look at. And we're going to take a look at it together. But let me tell you, first of all, the structure. So the structure essentially is in the first 5 seconds. Okay, since they cannot skip the first 5 seconds, we're going to have what we call a hook. So that is a pattern interrupt. So something crazy, something that gets their attention, right? Or something that is unusual. And then after that, we're going to talk about who it's for. So the niche, right? So sellers, for example. Okay, sellers in Montreal. Now, the reason why we want to mention this is because we want to make sure that if they are not a homeowner in Montreal that are looking to sell, for example, after the first 5 seconds, we don't want them to watch because the algorithm of YouTube will start to optimize for random people. So we want the algorithm to start optimizing for people who actually watch most of the video, and we want these people to be homeowners in Montreal looking to sell, or your niche. So after the first 5 seconds, basically we're going to talk about the for like 30 to 45 seconds problems, pain points, their current situation, their fears, where they are at right now and what is bugging them basically to want to sell. Then afterwards, we're going to talk about the desired situation. Okay, like I always talk about. So the promise, the result, the desired situation, what they want. We could talk about case studies, some results of past clients. So for example, you're looking to sell and you want to have the best possible price and sell in as little time as possible with the least amount of work and stress involved on your end. Everything taken care of for you, and be able to reinvest that profit in a better and bigger home, for example. And then afterwards, we're going to talk about your lead magnet. This is why I want to show you and give you our home staging consultation system so that you are able to maximize your sell price and sell within a weekend or sell within 5 days. Or this is why I'm going to give you our max price home sell system, which all of my clients use to sell their property over asking price within a weekend. Or, that netted my clients $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in their pockets. And yeah, these little known tricks basically have helped multiple sellers in the past. Whatever, you talk about the benefits, right? So getting the highest possible price, selling as quickly as possible with the least amount of stress and work involved on their end, okay? Which is mostly what they want. But again, you have to do your niche research to be able to know exactly their pain points depending on who you are targeting. Now, at the end, we're going to say the call to action. So the sense of urgency. So click the button on the screen right now and first come, first serve, something like that. Or limited time only offer, something like that, to have a bit of FOMO, fear of missing out. So, an example, like I said, already talked about this, but you could open, something like a cupboard and like everything falls, saying like there's little to no space in their property. As I said, there comes a time when your house is no longer suitable, lack of space, new stage of life. So now we're talking about like pain points, problems, whatever. Don't want to sell and end up on the street. And then after that, you want to find the dream house without paying too much, selling and maximizing your profits without stressing as soon as possible as well. And then after that, we talk about the offer, the lead magnet, and the benefits of getting that, right? So to find your dream house, I'll give you my free access to my exclusive list of properties in Montreal, or there's under $600,000 to increase your selling price, our free home staging consultation, or learn about, I'll give you our max home price sales system, and then they can learn more about it by reading the PDF. With this, you'll be selling over asking price for sure, and within 5 days or less. No commitment. Click the button below now to get this offer. First come, first serve. All right. So basically, all of this is also in the cheat sheet. So the duration basically is like from 1 minute to 2 minutes. It could be 45 seconds as well. Does it need to be a bit longer than 2 minutes? That's fine. But approximately that's the duration. There's also a script that you can use that you can just copy and save if you want, and just change like the what's in yellow, and obviously change what's in yellow here because that's the lead magnet you are offering is not that. Then change it and change the script accordingly. But essentially you can follow the exact same script here word for word if you want. Okay, now if we go here, obviously we talked about this in previous phases, but this is a triple diamond exercise, so you want to refer to it because this will give you ideas as to like the pain points. Okay, so the pain points basically are here at the beginning, and then here best time to sell is now. That's also like limiting beliefs, so we're kind of talking about it here a little bit as well. And then staging will sell at highest price. Like these are like these three things right here. We talk about it in the lead magnet as well a little bit. Okay, so that's why we always refer to it. So like I said, refer to the work that you've done in the phase 2 for the pinpoints and everything. And then lead magnet, also remember the lead magnet you crafted in phase 2 because we're going to use it. Okay, so go back to it because it'll help you create successful ads. Now, I'm going to show you basically some ad examples. So in the cheat sheet, there will be some concrete examples right here. There are 3. So one is an actual example of like an ad for sellers, and the 2 others are my personal ads that are using the same structure that have been proven and are actually really profitable. So just to give you an example, I'll show you one real quick right now.
Wake up, look, there's a time when you are sick and tired of the noise of the city.
So the thing I did at the beginning is the hook, right? So I pull the camera up and then I shake it and I'm like, wake up. So that is a pattern interrupt. That's not something you're used to seeing all the time. And then I talk about, you know, who it's for. So if I would have done it, you know, a bit better, you know, who I'm targeting, basically, I would have said it in the first 5 seconds.
It's too loud, there's too much traffic, and it's probably time to sell for you because
it's too loud, there's too much traffic, you know, too loud, too much traffic, pain points, pain points.
You have a new baby on the way and you need more space. Now, you know you want to sell.
So I say you have a new baby, you know, you need more space. So again, another pain point.
But is it really the good time right now? Because you don't want to end up in the street like this guy. You want to overpay as well. And you don't know if your offer will even get accepted. What you want is sell your...
So I talked about, is it really a good time right now? You know, will your offer be accepted? That's their limiting beliefs. That's the questions that they may be asking themselves. And then that's another limiting belief here that you could talk about.
Current property at the highest possible price with as little stress as possible to maximize your profits, to then be able to reinvest that money in a bigger and better home. And this is why, as real...
Okay, so now talk about desired situation, what they want. Getting more profit, selling as fast as possible with least stress and work involved, and getting a bigger and better home.
Real estate agent in Montreal, I want to give you the free exclusive list of mine that will give you access to all the best properties in the suburbs under $800,000 exclusively for you. That means you'll be the one to first hear about these properties when they go on the market.
So now I'm starting to talk about the lead magnet and also the benefits. So I don't just say I'm going to give you that exclusive list or I'm going to give you that free home staging consultation. I explain what is it for them by having that thing, that lead magnet. For example, the exclusive list of properties. You're going to be the first one to hear about these properties when they go on the market. When I talk about the home staging in a few seconds, I'm going to say this will allow you to do cheap renovations or cheap tweaks in your house to get the most possible amount of money in your pocket and then be able to buy a bigger and a better home than you even planned in the first place.
And as you know, the quicker you are to respond to these new listings, the better chance you have to actually get your offer to be accepted. Now, the second thing I want to do for you right now is to offer you a free home staging consultation for your current property to make sure that increases its value before you actually put it up on the market. You see, there are little tweaks, little renovations you can do to your current home before selling it that are really, really cheap, but will give you a significant amount more in your pockets before selling it. And all of this is free and no commitment at all. So click the button below now to get access to it. First come, first serve.
All right, now guys, I want to talk about the equipment that you need. Essentially, you have different options, but you can just use your phone, okay? Because it's going to be free and the quality will be probably really, really good in the first place. So make sure that you record horizontally, okay? That's sideways. Do not record with your phone vertically like this. Record with your phone like this, okay? Because that's how the video will play on YouTube. Now, you want to also get a lavalier microphone, okay? On Amazon, if you click on that link, it will open up and it's around like $25 and you're going to be able to plug it in your phone and the sound will be much, much, much better, okay? Now, if you already have a professional camera like I do, you can obviously use it. It's going to be better in terms of quality, but it's not necessary at all. Like some of my best ads have been recorded with my phone and a lavalier microphone. You can also hire a videographer, okay, if you have the budget and you want to, but the thing is like when you need to adjust your ads, I mean, you're going to have to pay every time you're a videographer. So, you know, it kind of could be costly in the long run as well. So especially at the beginning, because you need to do a lot of tweaks. So, you know, if you are really, really, really confident in terms of the structure and you want to hire a videographer, then you can do it. But here's the thing, like if you are not necessarily comfortable with the structure and you don't necessarily know if what you are doing is going to be following that structure, then I might just record it with your phone if I were you, and then I would send it in school or send it to your success coach to get feedback on it. And then once you get the twist and once, you know, everything is good regarding what you are recording, then you could probably think of hiring a videographer to increase the quality. So I just want to show you also a bad example of what not to do.
Hey, if you want to sell or buy real estate in Montreal.
Okay, so Why it's not good? I want to tell you because there's no hook. Okay, at the beginning, it's like me standing with a white shirt in front of a white wall saying, hey, if you want to sell or buy, there's no hook. Nothing is like stand out. If I'm watching YouTube and I see that, I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Why is he so boring? So yeah, we don't want to do that. And I'm also saying, if you want to sell or buy, never do that, because now we're targeting two demographics, like I said, two niches.
Right now, give me a call. My name is Mikael. I'm a real estate agent here in Montreal, and I have been for the past 5 years. My phone number is 555-555-5555. Talk soon.
So why it's a bad ad? Because there's no charisma. It's not entertaining and pleasing to watch. There's no pattern interrupt at the beginning. There's no niche being targeted. I'm just saying like, hey, if you want to sell or buy, it's really vague. You could be a first-time home buyer. It could be like someone 80 years old that looking to sell and downsize. They're not in this same current situation and the same mindset and the same mind frame as well. So I don't talk about any current situation or desired situation at all. There's no lead magnet. I just say, hey, call my number if you need my help. You guys, never say this in any of your ad. Never say, call my phone number. This is my phone number. Give me a call. Never. We always want to lead by giving value with a lead magnet, okay? In exchange of their information. So it always has to be click the button on the screen or click the button below to get whatever lead magnet, to get the free home staging consultation, to learn more about the max price home sale system, for example, okay? And the reason that is because it's hard to execute the call to action. It's much more demanding for lead to take the phone number, dial it, re-listen to your video because they didn't get the phone number in the first place, and then call you when they don't even know you in the first place. So instead, we want them to click, give them value. Now they're like, oh, wow, that's really interesting. That guy gave me value. I want to learn more about it, and I will learn more about what he does. And then after that, you're going to be able to stay in contact with that lead by text with our system. Guys, if you click and you sign up on this software here for free, it's basically just a software to search and spy your competitors. So if you have a specific competitor you want to look up, if they are running ads on YouTube, you can type in their name and their channel right here, and you're going to be able to watch their videos basically, even though they are unlisted, meaning they're not public on their YouTube channel. Okay, so that's something to note. And one thing to note as well regarding this is they need to have a significant amount of views on their YouTube videos or YouTube channel in order for them to show up here. If they are brand new, might not be able to see them. So that's just a little side note if you want to spy on your competitors basically. So the sound is important, like I told you, and also the brightness. So the lighting, having enough brightness is important. If you're in a dark room, it won't be pleasant to watch. And also have an interesting background. Like I showed you in the bad example, what not to do. You don't want to be behind a white wall because it's just boring in general. Be outside, in front of a sold sign, in front of a house, inside of a house, in a kitchen, at the notary, whatever, right? Make it dynamic. And also, I'm sure some of you guys, it's the first time you record some type of videos like these, and it's going to be uncomfortable for sure. Like I understand, for me, I'm an introvert, so it's hard for me to actually record videos like these all the time, but you get used to it. Okay, so imagine you're just talking to your best friend, or to your husband, to your wife, or to your child, whatever, instead of thinking that you have to look absolutely perfect and that you can't make a single mistake. Okay, it's fine, just relax, and you're gonna be able to make cuts afterwards. So if you mess up, then we cut up the word and then it doesn't even show. Also, just to prevent the camera from shaking, have someone film you and hold your cell phone or your camera, okay, for you. Because in the example I showed you, in the good example, I was kind of also shaking as well. But you want to make sure like someone can actually help you with this, because it'll help stabilize basically the video. I mean, someone can do that afterwards as well, like with the video editing kind of stuff, but they won't be able to do miracles. So if you can have someone to film you and hold your cell phone or your camera, that'll help. Now, I want you to be creative, because the more creative you are, the more different you are, and the more you'll attract attention and intrigue your niche as well. So put your personality to it. I showed you some examples. You're not necessarily obligated to do exactly the same thing, and also try to understand the structure as much as possible, and then go with the flow instead of trying to follow a word for word, sentence by sentence script. Now, I want to tell you a caveat though. If it is your first ad and you are not necessarily comfortable recording videos, then it'll be better for you to actually follow the script that I showed you right here. That is like word for word. Okay, take that for your first ad ever. Take this structure. It'll be much better. Okay, and then since we are recording 3 videos, you're going to be able to actually do 2 others that are a bit more like freestyle and put your own personality to it. But one of your ad, the first ad you'll be recording, follow this structure right here. Follow the script word for word. Okay, you're going to be able to make cuts afterwards, so you don't have to do it in one shot perfectly. It's fine if you mess up, just keep going, and afterwards we'll just cut it. So you're going to tend to never like the video and constantly want to start over and over again. That's completely normal. Doesn't have to be perfect. perfect. All right. So don't procrastinate. And as soon as you have a good enough video, take it and move on to the next one. All right. So we're going to also make cuts, like I said, so you don't have empty spaces. There's no spaces where you say, or you think about it, or like breaths of hair, for example, like you know, like when you catch your breath, we're gonna, you know, cut that out basically. Okay, so it has to be fast-paced to keep people's attention. Now, the video editing part of things, you can do it yourself with the free software I recommend. So if you are using your computer on Windows, you can click here, and there's gonna be a software you can download, and it's free. And you can just click free download, and you're gonna be able to edit if you want. If you have a Mac, you can click here and download iMovie for free on your computer as well, and you can do it yourself. It's going to be pretty easy and quick. Or if you have a mobile on Android, you can just click here, and then you're going to be able to, same thing, download it, and iMovie on iPhones. All of these softwares are free if you want to do it yourself. If you want something really simple where you make cuts, which is something I recommend, because you don't need to be having a fancy video or a fancy ad. And then if you absolutely want to have like edits and, you know, more like, you know, add B-roll. B-roll is like videos playing on top of what you are saying. For example, if you're talking about the real estate market, then we can have like a drone shot of a city, for example, when you are talking about it. So you could hire someone basically on Upwork or Fiverr.com, and within a few hours, you'll be able to have the edit done. And yeah, you would just want to follow basically the steps here, step by step, that explain to you how to do it. So if you don't already have an account on Upwork, what you want to do is click here and then click on I'm a client hiring for a project, join as a client, and then you want to sign up right here. So once you have an account on Upwork, what you want to do is click on post a job right here. And then you want to click on short-term or part-time work. And then the title will be video editor for YouTube ad. Okay. And then you want to click video editing as a job category. You want to go to next skills. And then what you want to do is copy and paste these skills one by one. I'm just going to do one like this. And then you copy and paste all the other ones. You go to next, you do small, less than 1 month. You go intermediate, next budget. And then the budget you want to put could be from $3 to $20 per hour. Keep in mind, this is in USD. Once again, if you want to know the conversion because you are in Canada or in another country, you can go here to that link and you're going to be able to see the conversion. Okay. So afterwards, you click on review job post. And then here, what you want to do is just copy and paste this description that we created for you. And then you paste it. I'm looking for a video editor to edit 3 YouTube ads for 1 to 3 minutes each approximately. I'm a real estate agent. This is what I need my video ads. Now, you want to make sure that these things are changed out if you don't need specifically to have subtitles or cuts and moments you don't speak. I mean, this is mandatory. And then adding B-roll also is, you know, optional. Okay. So I talk about these things basically here. The only thing that is required if you actually want to outsource it to someone else is to make the cuts in the videos. And then the optional things that you can add are adding images or videos to complement the original video, adding subtitles, background music, sound effects, stuff like that. All right. Also put an example of an ad that you like. Okay. So that they can see exactly what you are looking to get. And then at the end, it says, I'd like to get this as soon as possible. Thank you. Okay. And now what we want to do afterwards is on the screening question, we're going to ask, please paste here videos you edited that are similar to the example I put in the description. All right. So write your own question, save question, and then post job. Okay. And then it's going to take a few seconds to post. And then you're going to have to review proposal right here. And you're going to have to start, and you'll start getting proposals from people that are video editors. And you're going to be able to see their portfolios, what they've done before, and chat with them and be able to hire one basically directly on the platform of Upwork. One thing I want to show you though is if you go back to all job posts, if after 2 days, you didn't receive enough applicants, which I'll be surprised if you do. But if you didn't find anyone that fits what you are looking for, what you want to do is just click the 3 little dots right here, click on reuse posting, and you're going to be able to redo the same process again, post the job post again, and you're going to have another 25 to 30 applicants. Okay, because after 2 days, basically the algorithm of Upwork, starts to die out and your job post doesn't get any applicants anymore. Okay. But in the first posting, you should be able to find the person that you're looking for. Okay. All right. So I want you to take these actions right now because this is really, really important. I want you to record 3 video ads right now. Okay. And the first one is already created for you. Okay. Because I already created the script for you. And one of your ad will be that. You're gonna say exactly this. So I want you to basically come up with 2 other video ads. Now you're gonna be saying pretty much similar things, all right? Might be a little difference, but the scenery might be different. You might be walking down the street, you might be in your office, you might be in front of a sold sign, and then, you know, in your second ad, you might be, I don't know, like on your couch, or you might be on your table. I mean, not on your table, but sitting at your table for the ad, okay? And I want you to block 3 hours to record 3 videos at once. Reason that is because it might take a few takes and you want to batch things, all right? Because when you batch things, you're more efficient because you're already in the motion of doing that specific thing. You don't want to record one ad and then wait another day and then record the second ad, and then, you know what I mean? Like, just do all the 3 at once. And then after that, I want you to edit the videos yourself, or to outsource this task if you don't want to know anything about it and you don't want to do it yourself. So you should just do it yourself. Like I said, just make cuts. Pretty easy to do. You can do it on your phone even without any apps for free, and just make sure that there's no spaces so that it's like really fast paced. In the next module, you'll be learning how to properly track YouTube ad leads so that you know exactly how many leads you are getting, because sometimes you can't necessarily rely on what the platform is giving you. So we're gonna set up a bit of tracking. It's gonna be really easy. I'm gonna walk you through the whole process step by step. It will be quick and easy. See you there.